All right, welcome to the third through ninth grade Major League Baseball parent meeting. My name is Rylan. I am the sports fields and programs manager for Provo City, and I'm taking over baseball for this season. Some of you may have heard Alexis Myers, who ran it last year, is out on maternity leave. We're excited for her to have a new addition to her family, but I'll be the one leading out on baseball in her absence. As a reminder, if you have any questions, please throw them in the chat on YouTube Live. Make sure that you put them in there. We'll be monitoring those questions throughout the meeting. But hopefully, we're able to cover everything that you may have expected to learn about during this season. Just as a precursor to the meeting, here's the items that we'll be reviewing. We will have we'll go over field locations, the quickscores.com, information about uniforms, equipment, opening day, parent pledges, what to do when it rains, all the good things for the season. So first, we have the game fields, which will be at Fort Utah Park. That's 200 North Geneva Road. I think the important things to point out for you all is to remember that there is parking here in this parking lot, but also we have made it available. If you come off of Center Street, you can come through this neighborhood and the gate here will be open, and we will have a temporary parking area that's available over here as well. The gates should be open as well to the fields, so you should be able to park and easily access the complex just like you would if you parked over here. With the number of games happening each day, generally we need both parking areas in order to facilitate these programs. So please remember that. Please utilize both. We expect there to be a good season there. Just need to find good ways to accommodate all the cars. Additionally, if you can help us out by carpooling, that will always help. But should be the game location for our third through sixth grade baseball games. And then for our seventh through ninth graders, they'll play again at Sunset View Park. For those that were at the draft, you can tell this photo is a little dated, but we do have a skinned infield now, but it is still in the northeast corner of Sunset View Park. There is parking, and please park as signed along this street. So I don't encourage it. There are areas that are sometimes tough to see the signs. There is some no parking areas, so make sure you're parking legally along the street. But we encourage everyone to park here at the school's parking lot and make your way down and through the gate opening that's there to get into the fields for your games. The restrooms are there just at the north end of the field. And then for practices, our 7th and ninth grade league will practice at Sunset View as well. But for the 3rd through 6th grade leagues, we are making available Harmon Park, which is off of 9th East and about 2nd South, where you can come for practice. If you need to park, there is a parking lot along 9th East, as well as some spaces along 150 South, as well as a little parking lot here across the way. So pretty decent parking there. But this is where we'll hold the scheduled practices from the league for the season. Okay, moving on. Next is making sure you guys are all aware of Quick Scores. Quick Scores is our one-stop shop for information for the season. It's a pretty useful tool. Please make sure that you are referring to this as your most current information at all times for all things baseball. So this is just a screenshot here, but I'm going to pull over and share with you the actual site itself. So it's quickscores.com/Provo. This is the homepage for baseball. You just click baseball and it'll take you to this page here where you'll be able to see all the information. Oh, I am currently logged in. So here, now it'll look like this for you. Apologize. But you go there, baseball. This is the page. Here you'll find information about the league, the link for the parent meeting when after it's happened. So you can watch that later if you missed it live. Also, we'll have information about the coaches meeting. We've already met with the coaches because we already had the draft, but we'll have a link here for some coach information that we'll be following up on in the next week or so. thank you for all those that did attend the draft. But we'll have an all-star break during the season on Wednesday, the 17th of June. We'll have some events. Make sure you sign up here. It is a free event for all of our participants, so make sure you sign up ahead of time there, though. Schedules, we'll be posting those game schedules here in the next day or so. Expect by the 5th. But as a general rule, these are the nights of play that, based on registration numbers, that will be required. For the 7th and 9th grade league, we've got 7 teams, so there is a bye schedule. You'll play twice a week, but the game day itself will vary per week based on matchups. And once the schedule is posted live, it'll be showing up here like this example is showing up here. You can find all the league rules. Feel free to read through those, what the parent pledge is, and then my contact info. I know that was a little bit quick. Feel free to review this page and hit us up with any questions in the comments as needed. Okay, back to our presentation here. In terms of equipment, the league will provide your child with a jersey and a hat. They will be inspired by major league teams, but you should provide your own glove. If you don't have one or have lost one, please let me know. We might have a few extra that we can loan out to players as needed. Your team or your coach should receive the helmets and the bats from the league. So if you don't have a batting helmet or a bat, that's okay. You should have some that you can use. Feel free to bring your own if you'd like, but those are provided by the league. And then when it comes to cleats, we encourage all of these age groups, 3rd through 9th grade, to have cleats, but 3rd through 6th grade can't have metal cleats. 7th and 9th grade can, but if you're planning on pitching, we have a new pitcher's mound out there. It's a portable mound. You are not allowed to use that with metal cleats. So please, coaches and parents, make sure that we're enforcing that, and our umpires will be watching for it as well. And finally, just a good reminder, baseball, I know the major leaguers do it a little different, but no jewelry should be worn by players during games. In the next couple of weeks, your teams will start practicing. It'll be up to your coaches to tell you what time their practices will be. We're having coaches sign up for practices in the next day or so as well. Once they find out their official game schedule, they're going to pick their practice times and then let you know. But opening day is kind of the first official league item for the season, because during opening day we will be doing some short scrimmages with all the kids to allow for training for our umpires, as well as opportunities for the teams to maybe try some kids out as pitching, as well as kids getting an opportunity to see live pitches from kids their same age. We will be hosting those at Fort Utah and Sunset View Park. And I know that we've said maybe in a few forums that the opening day would happen on May 18th, but we've actually moved it to May 19th because of a misunderstanding about when high school graduations were within Provo that week. So there is no high school graduation on May 19th. It's a Tuesday night, and that is the night we plan on having opening day so that it doesn't conflict with other major community events. Parents, the biggest thing that you can help with, though, is make sure that we're creating a positive environment for these kids to play in. Your coaches will be giving you a parent pledge. Basically, you're signing on there that you agree to be a good human being at games, remembering that these are rec leagues, that these kids are doing this for fun, that the umpires don't get paid enough to put up with things that they shouldn't have to put up with. But in reality, right, we're trying to build community, have a good opportunity this season for kids to have fun. Also making sure you're abiding by park rules, no smoking or drinking in the parks. Don't be yelling at people. If you have questions, please email me, reach out to me, contact our supervisor on site. I'm sure we can come to a good understanding in any situation that may be happening. But we want to see a parent from each child on each team signing the parent pledge, and that'll get turned in at your first game, most likely during opening day. Okay. The big question that we get lots of people reaching out about is it is baseball season. So in the event that it rains, and or is questionable weather, we will be updating the hotline by 3:30 each day. And this is the phone number here. Save it in your phones, 801-852-6629. And we will make updates on that for any rain or lightning. Most of the time, it feels like our fields actually hold up fairly well in the weather. It's the lightning that might get us. So that's where we'll be updating whether or not we're having games, whether or not we're making a decision at a later time. But our goal is to play and keep things on schedule, because as we get towards the end of the season and holidays and summer vacations start happening, it makes it tricky to reschedule anything. So make sure you are aware of the weather and planning accordingly. One last thing with regards to schedules and rainout days. Right now, we're planning on, if necessary, to use our All-Star break for some rainout makeup days as needed. But also, we will plan to start the tournament as soon as possible, immediately following the season. So if rainouts are, if we don't end up having any rainouts, then the tournament will happen right the week after we end regular season play. If the rainouts do happen and we use some of those rainout makeup days at the end of June, early July, then the tournament will start following that. We don't anticipate any games on July 2nd because of the holiday weekend, but otherwise we could play that first part of that week, and we will likely start any other games on July 6th, the Monday following the 4th. Hope the information helps you all as parents. If you need to get in contact with me, this is my contact information here. You can email, text, or call as needed. With Alexis being out on maternity leave, I do ask for your patience as I am coordinating this league on top of a few other things where we're one person short staffed right now. But I'll go ahead and leave this open for a few minutes in case there's any questions in the chat, and we'll respond there. Otherwise, you're welcome to go. Thanks for joining us, and we look forward to having a great season. Please don't hesitate to reach out, especially if you're watching this as a recording. Please send your questions instead of in the chat via email. And thanks for all you do.